Landing in India is not so much an arrival, a mere change of location, as it is an immersion into a completely different way of being. It's a sensory awakening, a jolt to the system, and a gentle invitation all rolled into one. You step from the quiet, sterile hum of an airplane, a familiar cocoon of modern travel, into a world that is electrifyingly alive, bursting with an energy that's both chaotic and captivating. It's a stark contrast, a leap from the predictable to the utterly unknown. The air itself is thick with stories, whispered secrets of ancient traditions and the boisterous shouts of modern commerce. Everywhere you look, there are marigold garlands, the aroma of sweet chai, and the fragrant tendrils of incense smoke rising from hidden temples, beckoning you to explore. Instantly, the world you knew, with its familiar comforts and predictable routines, melts away, replaced by vibrant, glorious chaos, a kaleidoscope of sights, sounds, and smells that assaults the senses in the most delightful way. Yet, within this apparent disorder, there's a rhythm, a flow, a sense of order that somehow makes perfect sense. It's a different kind of logic, one that operates on a deeper, more intuitive level. The colors of India are not just seen, they are felt. They vibrate with an intensity that permeates everything. Saris flow like rivers of silk, a dazzling array of hues cascading through the streets. Spice pyramids glow in sunlight, their vibrant colors hinting at the exotic flavors within, and even the trucks are painted as rolling art, each one a unique expression of creativity and cultural pride. This is a country that refuses to be beige, a land where every corner is a riot of color, a testament to the vibrancy of life. It's a visual feast that leaves you breathless, constantly surprising and delighting with its sheer beauty. Then, there are the sounds, the insistent blare of rickshaw horns, the resonant clang of temple bells, the melodic calls of street vendors, the infectious sound of laughter, and a dozen different languages blending together into a living, breathing symphony of human interaction. It's not just noise, it's raw, unfiltered energy, the sound of life unfolding in all its messy, glorious complexity. It's the heartbeat of a billion people, a constant reminder of the sheer scale and diversity of this nation. You quickly learn to listen not just with your ears but with your whole being, opening yourself up to the subtle nuances of this vibrant soundscape, feeling the pulse of this ancient land, a land steeped in history and tradition, a land that has witnessed the rise and fall of empires. And beneath it all, running like an underground river, is a quiet hum of spirituality. A shopkeeper pausing for a moment of prayer at a small roadside shrine, or a lone man meditating peacefully under the shade of a sprawling banyan tree. The sacred is not confined to temples or holy places. It is woven into the very fabric of daily life, present in every moment, every interaction, every shared smile. This is the true magic of India, a magic that transcends the superficial and touches the very soul. A gentle whisper, a subtle invitation urging you to look deeper, to question your assumptions, and to open yourself up to new possibilities. The wonder here is not just in the exotic landscapes or the ancient monuments that surround you, but also, and perhaps more importantly, within you, waiting to be awakened. After the chaos of the cities, the ashram offers a different welcome, a sanctuary of stillness. The world outside fades, replaced by the rustle of leaves, cooing doves, and distant mantras. Ashrams are havens for the soul, designed to quiet the mind and open the heart. Here, lessons are about the self, introspection and meditation and yoga. People from every corner of the globe gather, united as seekers on a quest for inner peace. The community supports each other's spiritual journey, sharing stories and insights over simple meals. Material possessions lose importance, replaced by genuine connection and self-discovery. The architecture, whitewashed buildings, flower-filled courtyards, encourages tranquility and reflection. In this gentle environment, the real journey begins, away from ego, toward the peaceful core of being. The ashram day begins before sunrise, with a soft bell inviting you to wakefulness. Morning meditation brings a profound sense of unity and shared silence. Yoga follows, a slow, mindful practice uniting body, mind, and breath. Each movement is a meditation, guided by calm encouragement. Breakfast is simple, eaten in mindful silence or quiet conversation. Savor, selfless service, is central. Everyone contributes, whether in the garden or kitchen. There's no hierarchy. Service is a spiritual practice, fostering humility and gratitude. Afternoons offer philosophy talks, chanting, or quiet reflection. Evenings bring meditation and satsang, devotional songs filling the air with peace. Sleep is a gentle surrender, ending a day of presence and connection. In the ashram, every moment is an invitation to return to yourself. To travel through India is to encounter sadhus, the wandering holy men who have renounced the world. Their striking appearance, matted hair, ash-smeared bodies, simple possessions, marks a radical rejection of material pursuits. Sadhus survive on the generosity of others, living a continuous pilgrimage toward enlightenment. Followers of Shiva, their path is one of discipline and meditation, seeking freedom from earthly attachments. Despite hardship, their eyes often reflect profound peace. Sadhus are living reminders that another reality exists beyond wealth and comfort. They challenge us to question what truly matters in life. One afternoon, as the sun began its slow descent, painting the sky with hues of orange and gold near Rishikesh, I found myself drawn to the shade of a sprawling mango tree, where I met a sadhu, a holy man, seemingly at peace with the world. His eyes, deep pools of ancient wisdom, held a gentle smile that spoke of untold stories and a profound understanding of life's mysteries. Without a word, he simply gestured, inviting me to sit beside him, and together we watched the world unfold in comfortable silence. The sounds of nature, our only company. The gentle breeze rustled the leaves, creating a soothing melody. Eventually, breaking the quiet that had settled between us, he turned to me and asked where I was from. But his interest wasn't in politics or worldly affairs. It was about my connection to nature, my understanding of its rhythms, and my respect for the earth that sustains us all. Our conversation effortlessly bypassed the superficiality of small talk, diving straight into the heart of what truly matters in this fleeting existence. He spoke of the earth not as a resource to be exploited, but as a living, breathing mother, a sacred entity to be honored, cherished, and fiercely protected for generations to come. When, with genuine curiosity, I asked why he had chosen to embrace this simple, renunciate life, he threw his head back and laughed, a hearty, infectious sound that echoed through the trees. "My dear friend," he said, his eyes twinkling, "I did not choose this life. This life, in its infinite wisdom, chose me." He went on to explain that the world, obsessed with its endless accumulation of things, is nothing more than a noisy, distracting dream, a constant barrage on the senses. And all he wanted, with every fiber of his being, was to wake up from it, to see the world with clarity. He shared that he'd once been a teacher, a respected member of his community, with a loving family and all the trappings of a conventional life. But a persistent, undeniable calling, a deep yearning for something more profound, ultimately led him to leave everything he knew behind, not out of sadness or regret, but out of a joyful, unwavering longing for truth and inner peace. As if on cue, a local family, their faces etched with kindness, approached and offered him food, a simple act of devotion. Without hesitation, he turned to me and shared the offering, a gesture of pure generosity, explaining that this was his only meal for the entire day, a testament to his simple, uncluttered existence. That simple, selfless act of generosity, that willingness to share his meager sustenance, moved me far more deeply than any philosophical lesson or profound teaching ever could. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, casting long shadows across the landscape, I knew it was time to leave. As I rose to depart, he gently blessed me with a touch on my head, a silent transmission of peace and goodwill. I walked away from that encounter a changed person, forever touched by the simplicity and wisdom of the sadhu. It wasn't just his insightful words that resonated within me, but the profound impact of his genuine kindness and unwavering compassion. In his presence, I understood that true wealth, the kind that truly nourishes the soul, is not measured in material possessions or worldly achievements, but in the richness of one's spirit and the depth of one's connection to something larger than oneself. The Ganges is not just a river, a geographical feature etched onto the map. It's far more profound than that. It is Ganga Ma, a living goddess, revered and worshipped, the very lifeblood of India, coursing through its veins. For countless generations, the Ganges has been central to the Indian identity. She flows from the majestic Himalayas, a source of purity and power, nurturing land and soul, bringing sustenance to the fertile plains and spiritual solace to millions. The river's presence is a constant, a reassuring rhythm in the lives of those who dwell along its banks. Her presence is woven into every aspect of life and death, from birth ceremonies to final cremations. The cycle of existence plays out along its shores. Her waters are believed to purify and liberate the soul, washing away sins and granting moksha, or freedom from the cycle of rebirth. This belief draws millions of pilgrims each year, seeking blessings and spiritual renewal. They come from all corners of India, united by their faith in Ganga Ma. Along the Ghats of Varanasi, life unfolds in raw intensity, a vibrant tapestry of human experience. Families bathe together, cleansing themselves in the sacred waters. Priests chant ancient mantras, filling the air with resonant sounds, and yogis greet the sun with mindful practice, their silhouettes outlined against the dawn. The river is a place of immense activity, a constant flow of people and rituals, and deep serenity, a place where the mundane and the divine intertwine. It is a reminder that life is always in motion, a continuous cycle of change and renewal. For travelers, the Ganges is a mirror, reflecting their own inner landscape. Her flow loosens your worries and invites surrender to something larger than yourself. The sheer scale of faith and devotion here is humbling, a testament to the enduring power of belief. Your own problems shrink in significance in the face of this grand tapestry of life, death, and spirituality. The river teaches acceptance of all that is, as she carries all things, both pure and impure, without judgment. So too can we let go of our attachments and expectations, and trust the flow of life, allowing it to carry us where we need to be. In her current, you find both reflection on your own journey and release from its burdens. Sunrise on the Ganges in Varanasi is pure magic. You set out in a small boat before dawn, the city slowly awakening as the sky blushes with color. The Ghats come alive. Devotees descend, entering the water in prayer, offering gratitude to the river goddess. Ancient mantras fill the air, mingling with the scent of marigolds and incense. Priests assist pilgrims while chanting and bells create a sacred chorus. This daily ritual is not a performance but a profound act of faith. From your boat you witness the cycle of life, holy dips, funeral pyres, and the acceptance of life and death as one. It's confronting yet peaceful. Life and death are not hidden but embraced. The sunrise is more than a new day. It's a reminder of light, renewal, and the eternal promise of the spirit. Here, you are a privileged witness to something timeless. A spiritual journey through India is as much inward as outward. India meets you where you are, gently chipping away at your walls through quiet ashram moments, riverside rituals, and the wisdom of sadhus. Immersion in devotion calms the mind and opens the heart, allowing you to believe in something greater. The rhythm of rituals and meditation quiets mental chatter, revealing beauty in small things. India doesn't hand you answers, but teaches you to ask better questions and look within. The journey becomes about embracing mystery, not certainty. You feel connected to history, to humanity, and most importantly, to yourself. You may not leave with all the answers, but you leave with a quieter mind and a more open heart. Leaving India is never easy, but you don't leave empty-handed. The memories, sunrise over the Ganges, peace in meditation, chai with a friend, become anchors of stillness and wonder. The journey continues at home, changing your perspective and softening daily stresses. You carry the knowledge that a simpler, more mindful way of being is possible. Spiritual practices, quiet breathing, gratitude, a stretch, become daily sanctuaries. India inspires awe for the human spirit and plants seeds of hope and compassion. The search for meaning is universal, binding us all together. India leaves an indelible mark, a call to live more fully, love more deeply, and continue the journey of discovery.